I'm sick of lying here all alone and nearly sleepless at night. I'm honest, it's boring. 1,000,000 demons surrounding me, picking a fight. It's toxic. You were the best I ever had, but every second you were screwing me over, and now I'm done with it. I guess that there was no surprise. Deleting you out of my mind. Isn't it iconic? Standing on the front line, steady going forward without knowing the direction. I need to be honest, it was for the better. Now every day is perfect for a lifelong celebration. Go Constant I am struggling, reminiscing about our good times, the good days, but good wasn't the only perspective of all the days that we had. We lost it. You were the best I ever had, but every second you were screwing me over, and now I'm done with it. I guess that there was no surprise. Deleting you out of my mind. Isn't it iconic? Standing on the front line, steady going forward without knowing the direction. I need to be honest, it was for the better. Now every day is perfect for a lifelong celebration. Go
There's stuff going on before we've even started. Thank you, Captain Kitten. Thank you so much. We'll chat in a bit. Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you can hear us. I hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. You can you're joining on myself and the one and only Captain Arash for our very first ever collaboration stream. I hope you can hear me okay without any echoing, but we'll soon find out if there are problems. So I need to check one more doc, and that one. There we go. That would be good if I could actually see my chat, couldn't we? So we're here today at Oakland Airport, Kilo Oscar Alpha Kilo, and we're going to be flying down to Burbank, Kilo Bravo Uniform Romeo. God, get my teeth in. So we're flying the actual Electra 10 Special from Aeroplane Heaven, which has been especially modified for this flight series. It has the full tanks on and everything. So before we get into launching into all the procedures and getting ourselves started, Captain Arash, say hello to everybody. Just make sure you can hear you.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? How's the sound, everyone? Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Sounds good for me, but 5x5. Nice.
I hope everyone
The
can
rash is
hear
a
me.
little low.
Hello. So glad to be here. It's an honor to be able to basically act as the navigator of this epic flight that we are having ahead of us, and such a pleasure to start this collaboration series with Alyson Johnson. We've been talking about it for a long time, and I can't believe it's actually going to start. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit kind of nervous. You know, But I think it's gonna be. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be super fun.
Well, it will be, won't it? I mean, this is the whole point of Amelia didn't announce this part of her flight. This is a shakedown flight. It's relatively short for us, so if things go wrong, they go wrong. We can land at Burbank and we can fix things for next week. So
That's right.
we need to set a few little ground rules first, please. We are trying to use your controls, so it may be when I do outside videos. Views, you'll see Captain Arash's aircraft right next to my tail and wobbling a little bit. So if you want to be on screen and shown, you may need to fly behind me for a bit, because that'll otherwise you'll have to put up with some really weird views of the aircraft. Hopefully it will get fixed. The second thing is we're going to be using celestial navigation all of the way. So if we get lost, we get lost, and then we're going to have to find our way around it. If it crashes at any time, as it may do with so many people flying around with us, obviously things like celestial navigation and stuff will stop working, so we'll just have to do our best and load in on each other and just carry on, but we may just have to use bearings and stuff going forward. We don't know what's going to happen. We've done a test flight for a couple of hours or so, and it was pretty good. So this is the I will be able to show you in just a moment, Dougal, when I get into the aircraft. But there's a little button for you to press. So before we get into because we want to be able to take off in about 15 minutes. So I'm gonna rush through the introductions and say hello to people. So we had Skip is in the house. Skip is here, and Dougal, lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. Dog's Breath is here too. Great to see you. Scorpio, afternoon, Captain Arash and Alyson. Let's hope all goes well for you on this flight. Thank you, Scorpio. Fingers everywhere. The gremlins may be that we're trying to use a lot of things right now. So we're using Discord to show Captain Arash. We're going to be using OBS Ninja to show his screen when he's doing his calculations for the celestial nav and drifts. We're using... we're obviously streaming, and anything could go wrong, right? So...
Oh yeah.
Then damn gremlins everywhere. Chodiko says hello, good luck, we're counting on you. Yes, thank you very much. We hopefully will get you there. We're on Southeast Asia server today, guys, just in case #22 causes problems, because we cannot switch once we start. If we pause the sim, so I can't pause to change anything, I also cannot change to read Discord messages. So if you need to message me, can you ping me on Twitch DM, and I'll answer it that way. Any form of pausing will cause us any sort of problem. So once we get going, we're on our way. Finally got the Electra in time for the sim. Nice, Skip. Whoop Whoop says Two Cats, you are my bestest streaming affiliate buddy. We've only got 2 so far, so we're looking for more affiliates so we can all help each other out. Taylor Kafar is here. Hello. Super Typhon is here, and then we also had a Captain Kit and Raid and a Captain Arash hosting. Thank you guys. I hope you all had a good stream, Captain Kitten. Then we've got Towel, who resubscribed for tier 1, and Captain Arash resubscribed at tier 1 for 11 months and a couple of months exclusive. Thank you very much, guys. There's a hype training reach. Oh well, we'll get going. Samson Video is here, and Larger Than Life is here. Thank you for the follow. Have a great day flying. Cosmo Kramer is in the house with Tarnish. Hello, people from around the Grove. Hi, Ali and Captain A. Whoop, the Dream Team says Two Cats. Noxious 020. Hey to Captain Arash and Alyson Johnson. Sound is all good, says Super Typhon 5x5. This is going to be epic, whatever happens. Got Captain Arash's sound a bit louder now. Nice. Sounds great, says Rad Pilot Randy. Chernical is here. Hey, Chernical, buddy. How you doing? What else? How do you remove the yoke? Right, so how do you remove the yoke? Let me just quickly show you that, Dougal, before we get going. So when you're in the Electra, down over here, you've got a remove toggle pilot yoke and toggle co-pilot yoke. Just click the middle one. This one is actually an auto start, but just toggle it out of the way there. Okay, is good. You won't be able to go wrong. This is going to be a lot of fun either way. Yes, I think so. Grafton is here. Hey, Grafton, and a first chat from pilot Mr. James. Nice to see you guys. Papa Joe B, hi, following for a short time today. No worries, Papa Joe B, thanks for popping in. Good day, Miss Alyson says, Iceman22. Dougal saying thank you to everyone. Tomos World is here. Hey, Tomo, how are you doing? I hope you're very well. Ali, is there a way to stop your emoji popping up a screen when I hover over it? Blocks that. Oh, I did turn that off. It shouldn't be showing. Hang on a second. Give me a second. Before I can do it on it. I can do it outside the browser. So hang on. Bear with me a second. It shouldn't be showing. I'm not seeing it show up on my screen, which is a pain in the bum.
What's showing up again?
It's a featured chat bubble. It shouldn't be showing. So let's just go settings and turn it off. Settings. Disable. Yes. Right, cool. I'll sort it out later. Hopefully that will disappear, Dougal. Right. Okay, so yeah, thanks, Mr. Pilot. Right. So we're in the aircraft now. So we are using the Electra 10 Special, which is the modified version. It has a much larger fuel capacity and slightly modified engines in the actual the sim. So we're going to run through the checklist to get started. What we are doing, we're making sure we're in a cold and dark situation to walk you guys through it. I will remove my yoke while I do it, just because it is a bit of a pain. There were 2 add-ons I linked earlier in my Discord, which will allow the some better cycling around the aircraft. I don't know if you guys have got it yet, but the views are way better than they used to be. And the other add-on I've linked is that the elevators, trims and rudder trims bungees squeak all the time. So we've actually turned that off using a sound mod, which is really, really good. Okay, so without further ado, Captain Arash, shall we get our checklist rolling?
Yes, we should. I think we're running short in time, so I'm going to reset a checklist. So we're going to start with master switch on.
Master switch on.
And then let me check master avionics on.
Master avionics on.
Okay, check beacon on.
Rotating beacon on.
Fuel shut-off valve open.
Fuel shut off left, right, open.
Check fuel selector valve to aux.
Left engine selector aux set. And right engine selector aux set.
And mixture reach.
Mixture 1, mixture 2, free moving and rich set.
And then prop full.
Prop feather 1, full. Prop feather on, off, full, set.
Throttle quarter inch in.
Throttles cracked, set.
Sperry gyro caged.
Caged, set.
Magnetos set to both.
Right magneto set to both. Left magneto set both.
Master ignition switch on.
Master ignition switch on.
And clear prop.
Clear prop, guys. Boost pump right.
Fuel pump, on. And then we go for primer and starter.
Right start in progress. Engine start. RPMs rising. Just want to get them to settle at 1,000 and quickly check the oils.
Check.
Check. engine start. Okay. Right booster swim
And
off. Left
check.
left fuel switch on. Left primer, left starter. Looking for good engine start. Engine start. RPMs are rising. Temperatures are rising. Pressures are rising. Left pressures and temperatures rising. Looking good. Checking.
RPMs are good. Yeah.
RPMs are sat at 1000. Good.
All right. Alternators on.
So boost pump off. Alternator left and right are set. Volts and amps are rising.
And cylinder temperature.
So carb heat is good. Cylinder head temperature I've missed. Cylinder head temperature is left one is a little low, but has been running lower. We'll just keep that checking. It is rising.
Probably because we just started the engine.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Still looks good.
Oh, you check the oil pressure and temperature. Clock.
Clock is set at 3:50. I'm just waiting.
Yep, that's sync. That's good.
3:54.
Barometer.
3:54. I have. Or 3.
Wait, there is a little bit of.
I've
think
got
there's
50,
30
50
seconds
difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
That should be okay.
Yeah.
I can push it. Well, I don't want to touch it right now after, or should I?
I don't know. It might mess us up. 30 seconds shouldn't be too much.
Okay, now it's 54 for me. So it's like a 35 seconds difference, right?
Yeah.
Well, the problem is that we can't set the seconds, right? We can't change that.
No, but we can't.
Yeah.
We can only set, which is a shame, but the sim doesn't allow us to do that. So it's coming up. I'm coming up on 3:55.
Yeah, it's like 35 seconds difference.
Okay. I think that we'll have to live with that for now, I'm afraid.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes with the cell nav.
Okay. Taxi lights.
I'm gonna do the readings, the measurements. So it's looking at my clock, but as long as our aircrafts are in the same position, that should be fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. External power is off, I believe. Yeah.
External power is set off.
Yeah. And then whiskey compass check and set the heading.
So first things first, barometer set at 29.9. And then you want me to check the whiskey compass. So whiskey compass looks to be. Let's have a look and see. 350. 350.
That
0.7.
351. Yeah, that matches with mine. That's synced. Good.
Okay, and then just check down here. 350. That's 351 there as well.
Mm-hmm. All good.
351. Okay.
And they set the runway heading.
So runway heading, we are going to leave on today. We are going to leave runway heading a 1, a 2, a 0. So we're going to set 120. Heading 120. 1, a 2, 0. One, 2, 0. Perspective is everything, guys. I'm afraid we're just I think that's about right. 120. Check.
Okay, are we good with the taxi to go with taxi checklist?
Yes.
All right, parking brake off. Actually, we need to probably
Lights on.
yeah, just we need to adjust some of these. So yeah, so nav lights on.
Nav lights on. Set.
Okay, we check for the taxi area to be clear.
Taxi area looks clear. We're going to taxi down Bravo to Whiskey and Whiskey to Whiskey 7. So.
All right, I think we're good.
Okay, good to go. Let's take that out of the way. Right. Are we good to go? Everyone good to go? Obviously, this engine aircraft. Right. Let's just get me back into my seat. I can see where I'm going. F. Right. Okay, so parking brake can come off. Parking brake is now off. And then we will... Oh, I tell you what I need to do. Come back, switch profiles, and turn on the game sound. Turn the game sound off. It was wonder why it was quiet. Okay, so let's get ourselves moving. Okay, so we're going to go down Bravo, which is just down this way. Look, all these lovely people on the ground already, Captain Arash.
That is awesome. By the way, because I have to get used to this whole new setup right now, my chat window is like all the way to my right. And if I'm like doing the, my duties here, there's a possibility that I might miss a message. So, I mean, feel free to repeat it for me or give me a heads up. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do my best. It's all new to both of us, right? So.
Yeah, thank you. I need to get used to this whole new, window configuration.
Make sure I don't overspeed. Okay, so we go. I will say thank you to whatever's going on in a moment as I.
Oh, Daiki Decimus rating.
Oh, thank you so much. Right.
Two cats. Hello, two cats. He's saying, is Electros... how's the Electro since the update?
We flew it the other day before the update, but it seems all right.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to take Victor here. Towers up in the air already in the TBM. As I say, you might see double aircraft when we do things. Oh my word, look at all this lot. Crikey almighty. We have a whole host of people with us, Captain Arash.
That is amazing.
I better not do a stalled takeoff then. Not that I've been known to do that, have I?
Sorry, say that again?
I said I better not do a stalled takeoff like I did the other day.
Oh. Okay. You might need to go a little bit faster.
All right. Okay. So we hit takeoff time.
Yeah.
All right. So do it so I don't try and take off as we're on the taxiway, because she will come up to speed quite quickly. And also make sure I don't spin her out, loop her out on. I mean, we shouldn't need the whole runway length. It's quite a long runway. I mean, we could join at Whiskey 6. There's the Golden Gate Bridge in the distance, which on her first journey around the world, Amelia flew over. on her way to Honolulu. As you've probably read in the preamble, and when she landed at Honolulu, she actually, let's put it down here, she actually crashed it, spun it out, ripped the wheels off. And her navigator at the time blamed pilot error, even though other people on the ground said that there was a tyre blowout. I suspect it was pilot error. Hey, Chilled Corky, how you doing? Oh, the emoji thing is back. Oh. Dwayne Cates, oh my God, this is the Earhart flight in the actual plane type. It is. With Captain Arash as Fred Noonan. How many minutes have we got till takeoff, Captain Arash?
We are 1 minute late.
Oh no. Okay. Next.
We'll readjust.
All right.
We might adjust be a little bit off. We'll still do the reading on time, but there might be a little bit of offset. I'll try to readjust that. But we don't want to rush into things, though.
No. I need to slow it down a bit. I'm going a bit fast, but we're nearly at the runway. Hey, Dwayne, thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing. Gary JF, hello, how are you doing? Sorry if I've missed people. Noel KYT is here as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So lovely to see you here. We shouldn't need flaps on this takeoff. Wind is negligible.
Oh, I was going to say flaps 10. Okay.
Yeah. All right. No, if you want us flaps 10. Oh, no, you're the co-pilot.
You're the pilot in command.
We'll set flaps 10 just in case.
Okay.
Okay.
Did
coming
you say
up
it already or no?
No. We're not at the we're not at the hold short line yet. So
right.
So yeah, please forgive me. I haven't flown this plane a lot really. So I'm not going to have the 300 hours that Amelia had in it. All right. So we're holding short, runway 12. So parking brake can come on. Parking brake is set.
Parking brake set.
Yep. Flap set 10.
Check.
Boost pump right, boost pump left, set.
Check.
Landing lights on, taxi lights off, set.
Check.
We're ready to rumble. All secure in the back?
All secure in the back.
Okay, so parking brake can come off. Then we'll line up on the runway. I've got to get it lined up on the runway before we can engage the tail wheel.
Tail wheel, yeah.
Otherwise, we'll go on a merry journey. Oh, Tarnish is in something fast, which I don't have yet. I do have. I bought the F-35. Why? Oh, perhaps I haven't set it. I bought it yesterday, Thursday. Okay, so coming onto the runway. There's a Viper Strike in the Junkers ahead of me. I'm not quite straight, but
it's happening.
It's happening, guys. Right, so let's just move it a little bit forward. There we go. Straight. Right. Am I straight? I'm pretty much straight. Okay, next thing.
On your mark, I'll also lock the wheel.
Oh, sorry. On my mark. Ready? I'll do it again.
Oh, is it locked? Okay, I can just lock it. Okay.
Sorry, I forgot to do the 3, 2, 1 thing. It's now locked. So there are some things that your controls doesn't manage. That's one of them. Okay, we are ready to rumble. So we can't go over the maximum MEP in this. So it's going to be a max takeoff, 250 RPM, around about 30 inches of manifold pressure. So parking brake, just going to run up now to maximum. And then just make sure that I pull the RPMs back. So throttle set maximum. Now I'm going to just adjust. Do I need to adjust the RPMs? No, they're 250 on the nose, really. So just a little minor adjustment there.
250 check.
Control lock column back. Parking brake is off. And we are moving. So now, I'm not very good at this, guys. She's a bit tricksy. Airspeed is alive.
Airspeed
Tail wheel.
alive.
Oh, there's a bump on the runway. Oh my god.
60 knots.
60 mph, so there we go.
Oh, sorry. Mile per hour. Gotta remember that.
Yeah, now I just need to take the rudder out. And lower her nose down. So we can build up speed.
95. Gear up.
Gear up. Just bringing her nose down again. Flaps up.
120 flaps up.
Okay. Okay, let's. I'm just going to boot it a bit to get her up to speed. It's the inner marker. Sorry, I'm just concentrating, guys. I don't want to lose her on the takeout, which I did the other day. So I'm now pulling back RPMs to 2250 for climb power. Manifold pressure is set.
You want to try to, I mean, it's actually better because we are running late, but you want to have the true airspeed around 110 during climb at 550.
Okay, I will reduce power. So 110 is around 130.
I mean, we can go actually a little bit faster, maybe 120 or 130
Okay.
because we are running late.
Okay.
That can compensate.
Okay, now we're in the air. Gyro uncaged.
Gyro uncaged.
Checking my courses and everything. That one. So we're heading 120-ish. We want to be 123. It's the outer marker of Hayward Executive, which is off of our port side. Okay, just give me a second. I want to... Just going to get on to
Our course is 124 magnetic.
124 magnetic. Okay. Right, well, as we are going, I'm going to set the current heading. And we want to be 124, correct?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay, so we are now climbing just over 500 feet per minute. We're doing 134 true. What do you want me to be?
134, okay.
Yeah.
No,
Should I
that's
be-
good. That's good. I'm going to adjust my calculation here. So we should be at 27 miles down the track in about 12 minutes since our
great.
takeoff. I think we took off about 4 to 5 minutes
Late.
past the hour, right?
Yeah.
If I'm correct. Yeah.
The engine noise is not off. I've just turned it down. Can you guys not hear it? Can you not hear the engine noise? Because I have turned it right down. And I can change it. So there you go. That's what we get. No engine noise. All right. I'm going to turn it up a little bit, Captain. Hopefully it's not too loud for you. Oh, I can't. I can't pause it. Damn. I wonder if I can turn game
that's one of
sounds
the
up.
things probably we should have for next time.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm gonna. I don't think
Let me do that.
Cause any problem.
Can you hear that? No, probably not. How about that, guys? Is that any better?
I can hear a little bit of your engine sound. It's fine.
Oh my god, look at how many people are in the air with us. Oh my crikey. Look at you lot. And obviously Captain Arash is really
That's
close
amazing.
behind me.
Yeah.
But
That's
isn't
one of the things, right? Like when you do shared cockpit, that happens.
Yeah, we can't do anything about that. Bon voyage, Captain Sitbag. Thank you very much. Let's put some, so we should put some music on as well. So a lot of you have seen this journey before, but let's do a quick recap. We are flying around the world based on the 1937 flight of Amelia Earhart, starting at May the 20th, 1937 from Oakland, where she flew down to Burbank Airport. Now, Burbank is where Lockheed had their main manufacturing plant in California, and this is where this aircraft was manufactured. Today's route is a short 283 nautical mile flight down to Burbank, and we're going to be doing celestial navigation on the way. So just to show you some other bits and pieces, obviously this is Amelia Earhart with the Electra at Oakland the day she disappeared. The planned cruise altitude is 8,500 feet, Dougal, to get over the hills. The aircraft was manufactured in 1936 by Don Falbel, and here's a picture of the Electra being made, and all the avionics engineers working on it at the time. This was shared to me by Douglas Westfall, the congressionally recognized librarian that's been helping me with some of this stuff. So that's pretty cool. This is a picture of Amelia, which has been colorized with her Distinguished Flying Cross, which she received for flying across the Atlantic for the first time in the Vega 5B. Flying along on this flight is Amelia Earhart, her husband, and her navigator, Fred Noonan, who is played today by Captain Arash. And obviously we have, they had their Bo, the engineer, was flying along. This aircraft was registered as November Romeo 16020. The R meaning it was restricted to 2 people. So on the very first flight, they decided to break the rules. Coming through 7,600 feet, Captain Arash.
Perfect.
And we are doing approximately 131 true. Oh, thank you, thank you, Dougal. Heading 124. Oh, thank you. There has been some planning, and it seems to be working so far. I say the only thing is we've got some weirdness with that, but it's better than it was the other day.
so far so good. Knocking the wood.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just double checking my pre-computation work.
Do you want me to share your screen?
That time comes up. Sorry?
Do you want me to share your screen?
It's up to you. It's up to you. I'm just... I'm going to go through the details for the second computation. This needed to be done before the flight because it happened so quickly. Basically, there is no time to do it. So we are on May 20th. I mean, it says 2021 because but the date is the same. That's just for the purposes of the celestial navigation documents that we have today. So that's why you see 21 here. And then the fixed time 23:30 Zulu. Our assumed position is here. So this is going to be our first waypoint. This is our top of climb here. I hope you guys can see. It might be a little bit small, but I'm going to zoom in. So this is our top of climb. Once we get there, we should be cruising at about 150 knots true. And once we get here, I will start the sun observation and take some measurements. And based on that, we're gonna basically find the MPP point, which is the most probable point. It's not a fixed point because we only have one celestial object. If it was nighttime, of course, we could read or observe 3 different stars. But right now, it's just the sun and our dead reckoning point. So there's going to be some errors involved, of course, but we have the entire land beneath us for, confirming our location.
100 feet till cruise.
Perfect. And that should be, let me see what the time is. This resets the camera. Okay, we are fine. We are 4 minutes behind, but we are going faster because I was expecting that we will be at cruising altitude at 15 minutes past the hour, but it's 19 minutes on my mark. Again, it's all right. We still do the reading at exact time that I'm expecting, but we might be a little bit behind. Regardless, it will show up in the reading. So that's my plot. As you can see, I've already drawn the assumed position. That's the position that we are assuming that we are going to be, but most likely, almost 99%, we are not going to be there. That's how it works. You will get used to it because we're going to do a lot of these, like over the course of this whole journey around the world. Some of the things that I will tell, it might not make sense at the beginning, but don't worry about it. I was the same. Like I was reading about it and trying to learn about it. Like there were things that didn't make any sense to me. But as I repeated the things, like the steps, I gradually started to understand why we are doing these. I will do my best to explain it, during the long flights, like go into very details of it as well. But this is a short flight, so it's like a kind of a practice for us as well. So yeah.
What cruise speed would you like me to be at?
150 true.
150 true.
Yeah. If it's safe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. So based on that, I have my basically assumed position set here. So north, 37 degrees north latitude, 121 west longitude. Our observation, the celestial body that we are going to observe is Sun. The GHA is the Greenwich hourly angle, which we derive from the nautical almanac here. So we are on May 20th. at 2300 Zulu, but there's a correction for that at 30 minutes past the hour. So we have the GHA. That's basically the angle of the sun from Greenwich all the way to where it is right now. So that's 165 degrees and 51 minutes. We have that here. And then declination is basically the position of the sun from true north, right? That's like north 20 degrees, and we're gonna round it up to 11 here. So we have it down here, declination 2011. And because it's 30 minutes past the hour, we have to make a correction here, and there's a table for that. So because during that 30 minutes, sun will move. Basically, sun moves 4 degrees per hour. 15 degrees per hour. So half of that is 7 degrees and 30 minutes. The sun has, I mean, the earth rotates, I should say it like more accurately. But the position of the sun, apparent position of the sun, moves in the sky for 7 degrees and 30 minutes. So we will add that. Therefore, our actual GHA will be 173.21, and based on that, I'm gonna set my assumed position in order to get a local hourly angle of a round number, which is gonna be this number here. So 121 degrees, that's where we're thinking we're gonna be. But I set an arbitrary 21 minutes here in order to round that up to a basically round number. That's because that's how the tables work. They only provide round numbers. I know it sounds a little bit weird. It might be confusing, but don't worry about it. You'll understand over time. And then we have our assumed position, so, assumed latitude. So we have these two numbers that I highlight here, and that's where you see this pointer here, this point here. However, I have to add that this has been corrected for Coriolis effect, and that's down here. You'll see that when I do it for our second reading. How are we doing with the time, Alyson? Stop me if I'm getting close. If we are getting closer.
Hang on a second.
We have
14.5 gallons per hour. So I'm just checking fuel flow.
Sorry.
Clock is. Sorry, it's 3. Coming up to. It's 3:24.
Okay. So we need to start the reading at exactly 29 minutes past the hour. I'll do the I'll look at the second hand of my clock on my side.
Okay. So I'll tell you when it's 25 past on mine.
Thank you. Oh, Captain Seppi is in the house.
Hey, Captain Seppi, and thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate it, my friend. I will get back and talk to people again once we've done this this part of the flight. So it is now 25 minutes past the hour.
Perfect. I'm getting ready for that.
So we are still doing 124. My speed's dropped to 142. Let's boost it up.
Okay, so yeah, we have 3 nautical miles to the right correction for Coriolis effect, and then we have index error, which is the internal error of our sextants, the device that we are using to observe the sun. And then we have refraction factor because the atmosphere of the Earth bends the light of the sun, so we have to account for that. All that goes to here, so 4 minutes. I didn't even show the volume 2 tables, but it's okay because you will see that anyway with the second reading. There's a lot of computation goes here. Anyway, so we're gonna read the height of the sun at the exact time and then compare it with the calculated one. So we have HO, which is observed, and HC is the calculated one. And then you will see the rest of it shortly. All right, I'm looking at the clock now. The timing is critical when it comes to celestial navigation. Not only the Earth is moving, rotating around itself, but also we are moving in the air.
Indeed, we are.
So basically, yeah, the faster you go, the more critical it becomes. So basically, as I said earlier, like the sun, the apparent position of the sun moves in the sky 15 degrees per hour. That's a lot of degrees. So like every minute is like is 4 what is it 4 minutes? Yeah, I think 4 degrees. Sorry, 4. I have to do the math here quickly, but I'm just focusing on this clock right now. And then it'll take 2 minutes. So that's why I start 1 minute before 20:30 Zulu, and then it'll continue to 20:30 and then we take the average of it.
Dougal, I'll tell you. I mean, it's a bit difficult to explain it, but around about 250, 2000 is probably going to be okay. We're trying to keep it to a certain speed here, and it's actually quite difficult because of the weight we've got. So it's bumbling between 149 and 151, Captain Arash.
That's all right. There's going to be always some error, of course, but we are just trying to minimize it.
Yeah,
I've started the observation. It's gonna take 2 minutes.
Did you start?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Okay. So in which case I'll just do it. Look behind us and say hello to everyone. So we've got Zaki Flyer. See you later. So many people. Towel. Faye Angry, Captain Sitbad, Papa Joe Bees, Scorpio 49, Viper Stripe, My Chemistry, Shernacrill, Whack-A-Mo, Dougal McTavish, Tarnish 42, Skeptic Canton, Samson Video, Druid Zeus, I can't see who's behind Captain Sitbag. There's Joe U1, there's Chilled Corky, and Noel KYSG is there. Welcome everybody. Ahead of us we've got Skippy and Jay Winnaker. Hey, Jay Winnaker. And out there on the left we've got Cosmo Kramer. Great to see you guys.
That's amazing.
So Dougal, right now I've got my manifold pressure approximately 20 inches and 2,100 for RPM. My current fuel rate per hour is a little bit high, so I'm going to drop this down now. My fuel flow should be a bit lower than that.
Okay, the observation is done.
So it's
we got
12, 14,
42,
16 and a half.
10.
16 and a half is okay, actually. Tickle the gear of the plane. Well, we can tickle that one behind us, look.
6 miles, 264.
So yes, this is the updated view mod that I linked in the my Discord channel. Because when you used to turn right, it used to shove you out of the aircraft. So now it doesn't. So it's a much better move around the aircraft. Much better.
6 miles. Okay.
And not having the squeaks of the everything going on above me is also a great thing. It's about 1, 2, 4. 1, 2 and a bit. Captain Arash is doing the hard yards now. Yeah, it's still up. He's still doing stuff. Mr. Sco, what a wonderful collaboration. Bit late. Good status update from both. Thank you. Welcome, Mr. Sco. How are you doing? Vitor Banting. Hey, welcome in. I'm sorry if I've missed things. We're trying to do this a little bit more like pros. No, we can't pause during the flight. Sorry, Captain Arash.
No worries. I was just saying that I think we're running a little bit behind.
Okay.
But it's all right. I would say.
I mean, we're doing 160 mph, right? So 160 mph. We're doing. What are we doing? 147 true. So yes. Yeah. So we found that there are some discrepancies with the sim and speed and everything, like quite a long way. Much better today, thank you. Is Captain Arash doing modern manual calcs or using the tech? So he's using the tech that we have to use to do it in the sim, otherwise we'd have no chance. But then he's doing all the manual calculations himself. So once he's got the values he needs from the snaps, he's then doing everything. And when he's ready, he'll tell me what direction I need to change my headings to. Do you want to laugh? I can show you this. So there's an advanced vibration module on this aircraft, which looks like this.
What's our true airspeed? Sorry,
our true airspeed 147. 147 is true.
Sorry for interrupting you.
No. Just shy of 160 miles an hour, but our true knots is 147.
Okay, could we please turn heading 122?
Heading 122.
Yes, please.
122 is set. 122. One, two, two. Set.
Awesome, thank you.
Obviously, guys, if you want to see where we really are, well, this is the hard thing, right? Right now, we can't tell you. But however, if you use Tracker, Victor Bantin, you can actually see roughly where we are. Do you want me to take the second screen down yet, Captain Arash? Tell me when you need it.
Oh yeah, sure, definitely.
Okay, removing screen now. So Captain Arash is roughly working out where we are, but if you use flight, that tracker there, I can't bring it up because it will show us where we are. That will roughly tell you where we are and what airports are nearby. There's quite a few.
We can also... sorry, go ahead.
No, you carry on.
I was going to say that we can also just look outside and see where we are.
So there's a lake over there, which...
And Yeah, I see the lake on
It's
the
probably
map.
San Luis, right? San Luis.
Yep, that's what it is exactly. Is there an airport on our right side? Should be one.
Yeah, but so it's over there somewhere, right?
I see. No, that's not it.
It's Dougal being a wingman right there, Luke.
I mean, there was an airport at the time of the reading.
Okay.
Yeah. But we're good.
Yeah, if there was an airport to our where I think we did it, it would have been Hollister.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
All I've got is a map of the area. That's all I've got. I'm just trying to take into account some of the stuff out there. So I have some VRPs that I've marked, but that's it. I don't know where we are. Captain Arash will tell us. So just checking everything still. Heading 122. And we have 340.4 gallons of central fuel remaining. 199er tanks left and right. And we're doing currently 146 true. 8,000 feet steady. Manifold pressure 21 and RPM 2,100. Oil temperature is good. Both sides. Oil pressure, level is 120 on both. Very good. Amps and voltages are as expected. Oh, turn off boost pumps. Forgot that. Fuel, we've got fuel flow is a little bit high. We're running at 16.5 pounds per hour. It's not going to bother us today.
It's a calm day, and I'm not sure what the wind is. So, are we stable for a wind reading?
Yes, we're stable for a wind reading. Do you want to show your screen for your wind readings?
Let me prepare stuff. Could you please tell me true airspeed again?
Beg your pardon? True airspeed right now is 147. 146, 147. We're bobbling between the two.
147, okay. And our magnetic heading, please.
Now, magnetic heading says 134.7. Whereas our... Oh, I beg your pardon. Heading magnetic degrees... Hang on, which one's that? That is... Magnetic is 122.
Thank
What's the
you.
other one then? Oh, do you want degrees true? Or plane heading true? Just magnetic. 121.9. So it's bouncing between 122 and 121.9.
Yeah. I work with the true heading on my side, but anything that I...
The original...
Sorry?
Sorry, someone said, I'm very tempted to get lectured, but the original reviews put me... It doesn't seem near as bad as anyone makes it out. It's not as bad as it makes out. The only thing that's really, 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 really wrong with it, Azref, is the sounds are too loud. You have to turn them down. The engine sounds are just way over loud. Otherwise, they've fixed it very nicely. It's they fixed the mixtures. They fixed. It runs all right. Oh, did I? Yes, you're right. Checking fuel flows. I mean, it's pretty decent compared to the original, you know. They've got it such that you've got a modern version of the Electra that has that has modern avionics in, and then you've got the standard one which you can have, which has got the standard stuff, and then you've got the special which has extra additional fuel tanks, and they've tweaked the engine parameters somewhat. It's as close as we can get it right now. Oh. It is lovely seeing all these Electras, though.
All right, are we ready for wind reading?
Yes, show your screen.
If we are ready, could you please turn heading 167?
167. Bear one with me, one moment. Right, 167. Really? It's quite a long way out.
Yeah, 45 degrees to the right, and then 45 degrees to the left, and then back to the original heading. So we're gonna go like, we are going, for example, straight, and then to the right, and then to the left, and then back straight.
All right, so where do you want me to turn now?
Once we are stable, please let me know.
167, 8,500 feet. True speed 146,145.
All right, I'm gonna do the reading. Okay, -1. Okay, that's 121.
We're trying to work out how far we're drifting with the wind.
1, 2. I'm not expecting a lot of wind today, but there might be a little bit. All right, and then that goes to 302 here. Yeah, it's very little wind. All right, let's please turn heading 77. 90 degrees to the left.
Turning 177, yeah? Is it 77?
Just 77.
Yep. Heading 77. Turning. Leveling out. Heading 77. Set. 8,500 feet. True airspeed 146,147.
Okay, we are getting 0.
So if it's 0, do we go back onto 122 or 1?
Three, 4, 7. All right, now please turn back to 122.
Turning
Yeah,
122
pretty much just a few. Like each circle is about 30 knots, so we are getting maybe like yeah, it's very negligible.
Yeah. Okay, leveling off. Adjusting to 122. Heading. (122) set. Altitude 8,500 feet. True airspeed 145.
Thank you.
Can you imagine him battling me around the head with that bamboo pole?
Is that how it was?
Yeah, I'll show you everyone in a moment. But yeah, so Fred was sat at a table right in the back of row 5 of what would be, there's no seats in the aircraft, but there is a seat and a table for him, and he had an over 6 foot long pole with a spring clip on the end, which he would write his directions and everything on, and then he would hold that and push it through to the cockpit where Amelia was, and then she would make the direct changes. So we're having it somewhat easy. He can tell me exactly as he wants me to.
They had modern communication.
Yeah. I'll be able to show you.
Anyway,
once are we okay?
It's very
to change?
negligible.
Yeah, all right. So OBS Ninja off for now.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, I can show you the picture of. So we've got the trail, and we've got the Electra, and then we've got the. For example, we've got the inside cutaway of the aircraft, and what you can see on the aircraft picture is, I'm trying to move my mouse a bit, but you'll see that Fred has a seat at the back of the aircraft, and there's a pole running along the roof, the ceiling, and it's actually a bamboo pole that he then passed through the gap in the cockpit, and she would read on it. So this is essentially a cutaway of the aircraft. You can see that it's slightly different in terms of all the fuel gauges, because she had 12 tanks, 6 inside, 3 others in each wing, whereas Airplane Heaven have cheated a little bit. They've got 1 in the left wing, 1 in the right wing, and a bigger one in the inside. But the gallons it can hold and the weight of the aircraft when full are absolutely spot on. And obviously this is the outside of the aircraft. You'll see that on the port side we've got all the different fuel holes, which would then go in to fill the fuel tanks. The cockpit layout, it's not too dissimilar. Not too dissimilar, but obviously in terms of the fuel dials, they are. And this is Amelia in the cockpit of her aircraft. You see, it's not bad at all. And this is the fuel tanks I was talking about. You can see the entry pipes here that would fill the tanks up, and there are 2 either side of the cockpit entrance. It was a bit of a struggle to get out of the aircraft and go to the loo that was at the back of the aircraft. Take care, Papa Joe B. Celestial Navigator, am I late? Yes. But we're doing all right, I think. I think we're on course. I think.
Oh, the man himself is here.
The man is here himself. So, if everyone, if you've never met Celestial Navigator before, Celestial Navigator is the gentleman that has developed this wonderful app for us. So we're using his Wind Drift app, and we're also doing the Cell Nav, which you can actually download over on flightsim.to. It's brilliant. And if you want to learn something like celestial navigation, this is the cat's meow, as Mr. Murphy would say. And we have a load of people in the air, Celestial Navigator. Look how many people are here. Lots of Electra. So those guys that are flying the Electra for the first time, how'd you find it? Apart from the sound. Can you perhaps explain what the shared copy shows? A copy of the aircraft together and the person in the camera view. Yes, so it's a limitation of this shared cockpit. Remember, it's not Microsoft's shared cockpit tool. Microsoft Flight Simulator uses deductive reckoning. in order to position the aircraft. And as such, yeah, we appear slightly differently from each other. It's just timing and just deductive reckoning putting us in slightly different places. So TAS means true air speed, and it's different from actual airspeed. And we found that the difference between what the aircraft reports as indicated, so indicated airspeed is what you're seeing on your airspeed indicator. The true airspeed is obviously affected by, true airspeed, ground speed, and indicated, and there is a difference between them. This one's slightly difficult for me to answer at the moment because mine's using MPH, and most of them are all done in knots, and some of them are done in kmh. But we found that there was a 16 knot difference between true airspeed and indicated airspeed, which is a lot. You know, if you're flying 100 miles, you're 10 miles off minimum. So we're having to use we're using actually what the sim is telling us. So we have a little output on our stream decks, which are telling us what the sim tells us our true airspeed is.
Yeah, somebody has made a mistake in that conversion in the application when it comes to the relationship between true and indicated airspeed. So if you use use E6P, which you should do in order to calculate your true airspeed, you would get something entirely off, which is very bad for celestial navigation.
Yeah, and as Captain Seki says, it's all affected by altitude, density, pressure. So the other thing is, someone asked the question why we're showing two aircraft. Normally, if you're doing shared cockpit, you don't have multiplayer turned on. If you turn multiplayer on, then you get the doubling of the aircraft. Now, obviously, we want the multiplayer on because we want to be able, Captain Arash needs to fly along with it, and we want you guys to experience it with us. So it's just a limitation that you get. It's one of those things we have to suck up if we want to do this, really. So I'm not bothered by it, and certainly better than it was the other day.
Yeah, hopefully when Asobo comes up with their own shared cockpit, like native shared cockpit, this issue will be resolved.
Yeah. Oh, see, look, the F3F shows. Whoever's flying the F3F, he should be showing the F35 because I bought that too.
Okay, I'm working on the next
Hey, Alpha One.
reading.
Okay. I will jump inside my plane, and then I'll just give you my settings. 145, 146, true. 122, 121.6, 1.7, magnetic. And we are 8,500 feet. Switching to Ninja.
What's your magnetic again?
Beg your pardon, let me track again. 121.68. It's bouncing around between 122 and a bit.
The total, it's as long as it's like close to 122, it should be fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Magnetic. Yeah, perfect. All right. I'm just going through the stuff. So I filled in the information. So basically, we are on the next day right now when it comes to UTC time. I mean, we are going to be shortly. So the time of our next observation will be at 30 minutes past the midnight of Zulu time on the May 21st. I have our track, and we have our true airspeed, altitude, true heading, true airspeed, and ground speed. I mean, the wind that we measured, it's so negligible. I'm gonna just ignore it. I mean, maybe it's like, what is it? Maybe 5 like less than 5 knots. I need to come up with a better, reading on that. And regardless, so I'm going to bring up other table. There we go. The nautical almanac. And May 21st, of course, we have the GHA of the sun 180.51. 180.51. And then correction, again, same as before, because it's 30 minutes past the hour. It'll be 7 degrees and 30 minutes. Again, sun at the apparent position, as I said, apparent position of the sun moves in the sky for 15 degrees per hour. There's a table for like smaller values at the in the publication. For any you can do that for any minute, and basically, so that gives us the GHA of that'll be 21. Just my calculator is here, so 187, 188. So yeah, 188. Double checking. 51 plus 30, that's 51 plus 30 minus 60, that's 21 minutes. 181 plus 7, 188. There we go. Now, our assumed longitude is going to be... Oh, wait. I didn't put that in. Here's my chart here. So, based on our estimated speed or ground speed, we're going to be around this area, waypoint 2. So, I'm going to set my assumed position here. It's going to move a little bit. You'll see why.
That town there looks like it's coming up on our port side.
That fast? What time is it? You should be 30 minutes until reaching there.
Well, I think that's there.
Really? Are we going that fast?
Well, it says 145 true. She had the Sperry autogyro at Sasquatch.
There is another town here, though.
Oh, hang on.
Maybe another.
Right.
It's another one.
Maybe it's...
Kolinga. Maybe that's the one. Okay.
Yeah.
I was worried for a second. Okay. So that'll be 35 north. And what is it? 119 west. Alright, so I'm gonna put that in, and then we need to get a round LHA number. So that'll be, because it's west, it's a negative value. Minus 119, 21. I set that 21 so it gets rid of this 21 minutes from my GHA.
I think that's Coalinga out there. This is the airfields.
Yeah, because it's 30 minutes past our last reading, and that town is halfway through. So I'm pretty sure yeah. All right. So, and then we will add these two values because it's a negative one, so it'll subtract it. So 188 minus 119, it'll be 69 LHA. And then assumed latitude, it'll be north 35. Declination is, again, going to Almanac, is north 2011. There we go. Now, we're gonna find the HA from the publication 249. That big. Where is it?
Hey, Jay Winnicker.
So we are in latitude 35. Wait a second. Oops, I think I opened the... I was looking at the publication 1. This is the one. Okay. Latitude 35.
Ah, such a majestic aircraft.
Latitude 35, declination 20, and the same, both north. And we have LHA 69. So what we do, we will find LHA 69 here, all the way down. These two sets of numbers for latitude 35. So the height of the sun, according to this table, is going to be between 2810 and 2840. So we need to do interpolation. But because I'm a little bit lazy, so I'm going to use Excel sheet to do the interpolation. I've already incorporated the formula for that. This is the formula for it. It's just easier. So I will put 28 here, 28 and 10. You can do that a little bit quicker. I'll explain it over time. Okay, 28, 40, and inclination 2011. Let me just double check my work here. 2011 and $28.10, $28.40. That looks good. And then for zenith, it's gonna be 84 and 83. 84 and 83. Okay. So the calculated HA is 2716. After interpolation, and 86 for zenith. However, according to the table, because LHA is, we are in northern hemisphere, because LHA is less than 180, therefore Zn, which is zenith of the sun, is 360 minus Z. So 360 minus that value that we extracted from the table, which is 86. That's 274.
Oh, Kevin, well, they did. Basically, Fred had maps for each leg, and he'd already worked out the plotted course, and then he would actually use a sextant out of the windows on the side of the aircraft. There were only two, one on the left, one on the right. And then he would then plot the adjustments, and I'll share some of those with you next week. Mainly, it's harder to do across water, Glad you like her, Skippy. I mean, she is good. I mean, it was expensive for what she was, with the bugs she had. They need to fix the sound. If only they could fix it so that we've got proper sound, wise sound. But that's how it used to happen, Alpha One, even in the DC6s, and certainly, you know, the skippers, the 314s. Sorry, Captain Arash.
No worries. I'm just checking the Coriolis effect value, which is for assumed latitude 35 at 150 knots. It's 2 knots to the right. Sorry, 2 miles to the right. And also the refraction factor is still the same because we are at the same altitude, about 8,000 feet, and our HA is 20. Oh, that's changed. HA is 27. That means our refraction factor should be 2. Okay, our index error is 3. The total correction is
Hey, Aditya,
5.
welcome. How you doing? Yeah, we're doing good. We have Captain Arash doing the navigating at the moment.
Hi, Aditya. All right. So the total calculated height of the sun is 27, 21. There we go. Now, we will plot these. We will make these. One thing that we can do, that we should always do, is basically sanity check. So I'll do it right here. I'm gonna get a screenshot of this so I can draw a line on it. I wish I could do it on a PDF. So our heading is, our true heading is 135. 135. That is around here, right?
Yep.
And the zenith of the sun that we calculated derives from the table is 274. So that's gonna be over here. So that's sun. So now if we go outside, this should match up, right? Also the height of the sun from the horizon should be about 27 degrees, right? It should make sense. So that means, what is it? 1, 2, well, 3, 4, 5 o'clock? Is it at our 5 o'clock?
Yes.
The sun? Yes, there we go. And the height is about, I think it makes sense, like 30 degrees up. Yeah.
Within
this
reason.
Is a sanity check. Yeah. This is if you have done something wrong, like if you, for example, put, I don't know, like instead of subtraction, you do addition, like it's gonna be like completely backward. Like you will see a very wrong result. And also you can compare it with your previous readings. Like there shouldn't be a lot of difference. Depending on your speed and your progress, you can compare it with the previous table and see if those numbers match as well. So that's something that's part of the process. So now I'm going to plot these. So my assumed position is changed to north 35 and 119.21. Okay, I'll add that.
If by the clocks where we are, we should have about just under 50 minutes, or just over 50 minutes. Destination. If we aim to arrive around 6 o'clock, so we're doing good time-wise, I think.
And for the Coriolis effect, I have to move this 2 miles to the right of our track. So if I draw a line...
What are those planes out there? And the Electra. I have heard through the grapevine that there is another stunning legendary aircraft coming to Microsoft soon by Asobo.
Okay,
Easiest job here is to fly. You're not kidding, Diederik. How you doing, Diederik? Great to see you. Yeah, I've got the easy job, and the and crashing on landing and stuff like that.
And then I'm gonna draw a line towards the sun from our assumed corrected position after accounting for Coriolis effect. So that'll be 274.
Oh, Super Typhon, you had a dot in somewhere. Sperry Bot has spanked your little body. Always put a space after a full stop. Hey, no, if at first you don't succeed, land like Amelia Earhart. She wasn't the greatest lander in the world.
27.
Like I say, a lot of these lady aviators weren't always the best. They're famous,
all right,
but not necessarily the best. Okay, ready?
Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was going to say that this is done. Like the whole calculation and plotting is done until we actually reach our time and do the observation.
Okay.
And I'm aware that I am not doing a great job in explaining things with the details because there's a lot of stuff. Like it'll take probably several hours to go through the details, but I can promise you that you will understand over time, like, because when we do these over and over and over again, I will have a better chance to explain things that I've learned from Celestial Navigator and his guide. So hopefully that'll help. Because if I want to like explain everything like all to the details, we will not be able to actually finish this whole thing on time to get ready for the observation.
Oh, you know about it, the Fokker F7 Southern Cross, yes. Made famous by Charles Kingsford Smith as being the first aircraft to fly across the Pacific. But interestingly, the Fokker F7 was also used by Amelia Earhart when she became the first woman to fly across the Atlantic in the Friendship. That was also a Fokker F7. Anyone feel a flight recreation coming up at some point? People who want to learn, feel free to join the Celestial Nav Discord. I will add a link to that for the next stream, Celestial Navigator. So let's have a look behind us. Well, in front of us first, we've got Vito Banting. We've got, just disappeared, #22. Sherna Krill, Skippy, Tarnish, Viper Strike. We've got Captain Arash right there. Druid Zeus, Dougal McTavish, Skepta Cantin, Chilled Corky, Samson Vido, Echo Charlie 1, it's Gary JF, Whack-A-Mo, and then Whack-A-Mo, Rad Pilot, Randy, Scorpio, and someone else. Batty Bubbles, I don't think is with us, but if you are, welcome. Cosmo Kramer, see you later. Who's behind there? I think that's Noel K YouTube. Anyone out there? No, good. It's great to have you along, guys, as always. Thank you so much for the wonderful support, especially on our first ever stream collaboration with myself and Captain Arash. We've been quite nervous all week about things going hideously wrong, but wow, you've come out and really shown us, seen us off in a good way. For the purpose of this flight, Amelia hadn't announced it to anyone. She was just flying. Didn't actually do any announcing until she got to New Orleans. So in the terms of the flights, the next week's flight will be from Burbank to Tucson, where they have their first mishap. And then after that, it'll be Tucson to Tucson to New Orleans. That's one of the longer flights. And then we have our first oceans flight with land sighting to do as well. So that'll be one of the first challenges as we fly across the Gulf of Mexico towards Miami and Florida. Thank you, Mr. Sco. Hey, Jojo1 and Dogbeth. I'm sure you're out there somewhere. It's probably hashtag Batty Bubbles. I like that name. It's probably hashtag 22 unless you're below us or above us. But isn't that cool, guys? You're amazing. Every single one of you. And you in chat. You're amazing. To come out and support us just like the way you are. We've got a long way to go. 28,800 miles in total. Over 32 legs.
You mentioned that we were nervous all week. That's true. Right now, I also feel nervous because you know how you are a student and you like at school, and then you do your assignments and stuff. And now you have to do the exam and show that you've learned. That's how I feel right now, with Celestial Navigator being in the chat watching. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, and to be honest, the first floor legs are shakedown flights, so we can shake it down and get better. We're flying with lots of unknowns right now. We're flying with a program to share cockpits. If I wanted to, I could give Captain Arash control, and he could then fly the aircraft, and I can just run off and go and use the loo and things like that. But obviously, with Sperry around, Sperry's pretty good as long as you make sure that you're accounting for drifts and everything.
Yeah,
I mean, she's been pretty solid. But obviously, time will tell. This is a short flight today. We've got some really big flights ahead of us in the future, 10 hours plus over the Atlantic from Natal to Senegal. It would be interesting because I do roughly have the weather conditions across the Atlantic for that day. It might be quite interesting to try and set those as close as we can. We're never going to be able to accurately represent the true effect, but this is as close as we can get it, guys, to being as realistic as possible in terms of the navigation used, the timings, the routing, the directions and everything. So
as close as it gets.
As close as it gets. Yeah, we've got some... Hey, Sky Command, hello! Oh, Mrs. Jojo, thank you for resubscribing. Thank you, 4 months in a row. Thank you, my darling. That's really lovely of you. Thank you. Biggles, looking good. Where can I get this plane? You can actually, the cheapest place to get it is from Just Flight. Oh, Sky Command, that's lovely of you. Thank you. Giving a gift sub to Matrog. Hey, Matrog. Oh, thank you, Sky Command. How you doing, my friend? You join me and Captain Arash for our very, very, very first ever Microsoft Flight Simulator stream collaboration, where we're flying the Earhart flight in the Electra, baby. This is as Tesla as it comes for 1937, the first all-metal aircraft, twin-engined, because the United States Air Administration at the time forbade passenger flights in single-engine aircraft, so the Electra was perfectly timed to be there. And obviously, it's one of its big competitors was the Boeing 247, which is due to come out very shortly. Two loves on one screen. He's overexcited. Lovely to have you guys. So, Captain Arash is doing all of the cell nav, and I'm doing the easy bit, which is flying how he tells me to. So we're currently headed 122 degrees, 0.3 magnetic, 0.1, so it's bouncing around, but roughly between 122 and 121.9. Altitude is 8,500 feet, and we are true speed of 147, and we're heading from Oakland to Burbank.
So I went through my work, and I actually found an error.
Oh!
Yeah. Good thing I double checked. And that was like 1 degree of error. That's huge. That's like 60 miles error. Anyway, and the reason for that is because the interpolation table that I have on Excel sheet, I hadn't saved the last point, so the interpolation numbers were not as it was last night that I did for the first waypoint. But my assumption was that that was correct, right? Because I did the calculation for the first waypoint, but when I closed the application, I didn't save it. So anyway.
Oh well. I think we're on track, as near as damn it.
Oh yeah. The previous point was fine. This one, if I hadn't found this error, then it would have shown us like 60 miles off course, which is massive, like unacceptable.
Alternate. Hey, welcome. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Don't worry, we're good.
Celestial Navigator says, "Oops."
According to my reckoning, we're not far from Bakersfield based on the mapping.
Yeah, we should be. Basically, our dead reckoning is right next to that city.
Okay.
Bakersfield, yes. So it'll be on our 9 o'clock, kind of.
Yes.
Okay.
In not too long a time.
In terms of time, how much time until our next reading?
Is it at 29 minutes past 5?
Yes. You're not that far.
No, we're not that far away. We are at 5... Angle is everything. We are at 5:24, according to my clock.
I have the instruments ready. I have the calculations.
Ooh, I'm outside. Don't need to be outside.
I just need to correct my plot.
Heading is still 122. True speed is 147. Altitude 8,500 feet. Scotland Speedbird 098. How are you doing? Lovely to see you, mate. How you doing? We're not technically lost. I know where we are. Approximately. Coming into land's going to be a different thing. It's all going to be visual. You join us, Darren, flying the Electra 10, using celestial navigation with Captain Arash, and this bunch of crazy Earhart's Compass Club members, Fireflies. Who'd have thunk it? And we're using a shared cockpit, which is why Captain Arash is so very close to me. There's Azif down there as well. Skippy, Vita Vantin. I think that guy's with us. Druid Zeus, Skeptic Cantin, Duga McTavish, Captain Arash, of course. And then we've got see you later. Sorry.
Ooh, I was going to say that this circle that you see on the map, that's the uncertainty circle. So we should be somewhere in this circle. That's like basically 10% of the distance that we have traveled so far, like 15 miles. 10% of 150 miles almost.
Yeah, because that's... Bakersfield is just coming up. There's a runway out there. So it should be off here, Bakersfield. So we have a town. We've got the river, which is the California Viaduct. This thing here, and then you've got the West Side Canal. And then we've got hills around of us, which are the Las Padre National Forest over on those hills. So I think we're very close to where you think we are, Captain Arash, based on visual.
There should be a lake as well, like according to the map, like this lake here. That's where we should be around, like on our 9 o'clock. I'm just gonna focus on the time right now.
You do all of that. Oh, yeah. What is the time? Closing in.
I have to, yeah. I'm looking at the time on my side because I have to match the second hand on my side. 60 seconds to the next reading. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So hopefully the number that we get is not too far from this number. Of course, I'm not too worried because, you know, we are flying on land. Even if we just don't do any celestial navigation in this part of the world, in this short distance, relatively, you can find our location. It's not a problem. This is just part of, as you said, Alyson, it's part of the whole process, right? We need to get used to it. Like these are like repetitive tasks that we have to do over and over and over. And then once we are flying over the ocean, then that's the real show.
That will be the real show. You're right. So So I think that was Bakersfield. That wasn't Bakersfield off of our port wing. And because here's a lake coming up.
Oh yeah, that should be the lake we are expecting.
Yeah. I think we're good. Well, I think we're close. Thank you all tonight. You take care. See you soon. How are you enjoying your Electras, everyone? I think it's a great little aircraft. If they could fix the noise, it'd be brilliant. Or give us WY sound, that'd be even better. Oh, there's some video in the E10 as well.
Okay, 11 miles.
Jamal! Oh, one, lovely to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hello, Jamal. Okay, I'm gonna draw 11 miles to 276.
What is what is wrote mummy?
What is
No
it?
worry. He said hello mange. I understood that you weren't typing mange, so poor old Jamal.
Ooh. 276 plus 93.
My lady. You normally say my lady, which is why I knew it wasn't going to be what you typed. Unless I've offended you this week. There's a load of us, chill corky. Oh, there's Dog's Breath. We can see you, Dog's Breath. Except you're behind my screen.
Six.
Well, Captain's doing that. Fun fact,
Okay, we
talking
should
about
be
the
around
distance.
here. That's our MPP. Most probable position at 30 minutes past the hour. That means our new heading will be right towards the airport. Okay, 135 true. That is 122 magnetic.
Which we're still on.
You're
We're
still on that.
122. Yeah, we're still
Okay.
on 122.0.
All right. So I'm gonna go outside and take. a
Hang on,
look.
let me just double check that again. Because I can't remember which button is which. So that's so yeah. So our magnetic
That's-
heading is 122, and our heading degrees true is 134.1. But there's hardly any wind at all.
Yeah, that's why I'm not keen for wind reading, to be honest. We're fine. That's the lake. I know exactly where we are.
Cool. There's the Captain, Jamal. No, we do have him. He's just hiding behind his screen. I need to change it around on OBS Ninja to put him in front of it, but do it like that. If that works. Do that. So there's OBS. I'm going to show OBS Ninja just briefly, and then can I still see Captain Arash? Yes, that'll work. There we go. So
let
OBS
me
Ninja off.
see.
We can see both of you at the same time then, and then
85 at I'm just trying to calculate the time of our descent. Are we still at 147? True airspeed, I mean.
it looks like we've crept up to 148.
148.
I did like that
okay.
fun fact, Mr. Sco. Look at that. Talking about distance you
85.
still have to travel. How about the fact the Voyager
So
one
we
is... Sorry.
34 minutes to the destination.
Yes. Direct. Yep.
And how much time do we need to descend?
Well, the airport elevation at K Burbank. We've got quite a while to descend. Airport elevation show information for it is 778 feet. So we've got to lose.
Is final like 2,000 above?
Yeah,
Grand.
yeah, 2,000 above, really.
So
Because
6,000, right? We need to drop 6,000.
Yeah, 6,000. And we want to do that roughly.
12 minutes before reaching there.
Yeah. So let me know when you
Okay.
want me to start to descend. But roughly
So we
around.
will descend 34 minutes. Yeah, 22 minutes since our observation. That was 22 minutes. That would be My brain is fried. What was it? Yeah, 52 minutes. Basically at 5:52 on our clock.
5:52, yeah.
I mean, we have those mountains, so whatever that works best. There's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. Well, once we get over there, once we get past those mountains,
Yeah.
I know roughly where we are because we'll come over the mountains near to Santa Clarita. I say we still might be a little bit to the left of the track, but
If we check it on the map. So there are 2 lakes coming up. It should be right next to them. Only 3 miles to those lakes. There is one. What is it called? Pyramid Lake, the small one, and the big one, Castake, I think, lake or something like that. Looks like a artificial lake, like a dam lake.
yes, Castake.
Castake, sorry.
Then there's Quail. And what's that one? Pyramid, which is the big one. Which is because you've got Pyramid Rock nearby there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we fly directly over them, then we definitely are to the left. So,
Yeah,
Captain,
we should be on their right side.
we are on the right side, I believe. Yeah, we definitely are on the right side. Because of the way the foothills are here. But that's so cool. We're good. We're good. I just need to watch out for the just in case. I can always climb a bit if needed. Fun fact, Voyager 1 is how many trillions is that? Yeah, I'll need so I'll try and arrange it. I've ordered a top and a scarf like she used to wear. But do you remember they didn't wear anything special? It was just like checkered shirts, a neck scarf, trousers, and just plain old shoes. There was nothing super wizzo wazzo about anything they did. Amir Mohammed, this is the aeroplane Heaven Electra 10A, but this is the special variant. Next week, Colonel Falk. Next week. It just didn't turn up in time. We have like 25% of people off at the moment. Welcome to the chat, Amir Mohammed. So yes, this is the 10A Electra 10A Special, which is based on the Amelia Earhart's 1937 plane that she flew around the world in, which is what we're now are recreating. So it's in the actual livery of the aircraft. And we're doing the first shakedown leg today between Oakland and Burbank. I love them. I love the classic planes. I'm still waiting desperately for... Oh my god, I've hit the propeller. For the Vega 5B, so I can recreate lots of her historic flights that she did in that. The F7, Fokker F7 is coming out soon, and we'll be able to recreate her passenger trip across the Atlantic, where she said she felt like a bag of potatoes. But we can still do that. Looking forward to that. But we've got 31 more legs ahead of us. We're flying around the world. I have Captain Arash, has my humble navigator who's doing it all via celestial navigation. I think the B247 will be released for the Vega. It will, yeah. This is a great practice for Viper's stream tomorrow from Kazan to Kurgan at 566 nautical miles. Yes, yeah, I'm quite glad that these are a couple of shortish flights. It allows us to iron out any issues, get used to working together, trying to work out how we can make the experience better for you guys, and basically get ready for the longer legs, because there are some long ones. Once we hit Miami, we've got much longer flights, much harder flights with cross ocean navigation, landfall positioning. Oh, and we've got some drafts now as we cross these hills.
I see the road here. I think we should turn a tiny bit to the left. Just follow that road. See that lake right on our 10,
Left-hand
11
side,
o'clock?
Yeah.
Just follow that road, and that'll lead us to the airport.
The CA138. Oh yeah, so when you load in, guys, the best thing to do is actually, if you don't want a co-pilot, set the co-pilot weight to 0 before you load your flight, and then she won't show. Okay, I will follow the CA138. If I can see it.
Yeah, I have the road in sight. It's good. And then the road just goes to the right a little bit, and then we should go back. Just once we get close enough to the road, then turn back to the original track. One, two, magnetic.
Okay. Because this is the CA138, right?
Sorry, did you ask me something?
I did. I'm just trying to...
What was it again?
Because this is the road, right? And I want to follow it down that way, though. I want to go off that way.
Correct, yes.
So when I get to this area here, I want to turn that way. Back down to 122. Right, got you.
That's right.
Because that's Pyramid Lake I spy ahead of us, I think. There's a lake just there underneath the crowd. I'm flying roughly 110 at the moment.
I think it's time to turn right now.
Yep, turning. Although I think it's probably sharper than 122 if we're going to follow the road.
Yep.
Now it's making it a little bit harder, so I'm going to turn a few degrees more. I'm probably on 130. Yes, 130. And that should take me roughly over Pyramid Lake, and there's the road running alongside it. And that's the San Clarita Basin ahead. So we probably got... What timing are we at? What are we at?
We are 5
so about
minutes to the top of descent.
5 minutes to top of descent. Yeah, I was going to say we're about 20 minutes out. We can do sun-moon fixes, yes. Mr. Sco, did you see the moon outside of the planet above you? Yes, I did. When I was further out. No worries, Chilled Corky. You take care, my friend. Thank you for joining in. Joining in with us on this first leg.
Yeah, we
As
could do
always,
that,
great to have everyone. Yeah, the moon is up,
do
I
it
think.
even
Yeah.
more accurate, yeah. For the next flight.
Hey, we're pretty solid. We're only what? A mile off course, if that?
We are, of course, right now intentionally though.
Right, yes.
Because I want
'Cause
to
we flew
follow
off.
the road. Yeah, the course is a little bit to the other side of the river. Sorry,
Yes.
the lake.
Correct.
Right.
Yes.
So this is just easier. Just follow the road, and we'll get there.
So we're going to land on runway 08, guys, which means we'll fly out over Simi Valley, towards Simi Valley, and then round, crossing past to the south of Van Nuys, and coming in on runway 08. Runway elevation is 778 feet, and we have a magnetic declination of 12.9 degrees east.
So if you want to take runway 08 and be there for the final at 2,000 feet,
Yep.
we just have to make sure that we don't exceed. What was the? Let me see. Our speed shouldn't exceed. I had it somewhere.
Whoa! Whoever that was went coming swinging by. That was Vitor.
Okay, descending about 100 knots.
Okay.
Can we go as low as that?
We'll try. We'll give it a go. Just for the purposes of seeing everything, I'm just removing my yoke out of the way.
Mhm.
So is it good to start descending? Or we got a few more minutes?
I mean, if you want to keep the speed a little bit higher, yeah, just start descending now.
Okay. Are we doing around about 500 feet per minute?
Yes, 500 feet per minute, about 100 to 100 knots descent speed.
Why won't you turn off?
Maybe turn off the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Right.
The bottom one, maybe.
Right, all off. Should be all off. Okay. So there's the 183. So let's pull it down. So I'm going to try and trim out about 500 feet per minute.
Yes, please.
Okay, just bear with me. I'll just get it settled. Trimming for speed. And trimming for out. Bear with me. Just being a little bit finicky. Oh, she's very finicky today on the trim. There's the road we want. Anyway. I'm coming down about 110. It's harder to keep at 100.
It's all right. We might just get there sooner. I mean, we might overshoot so we can maybe turn around.
Yeah.
I mean, there are mountains anywhere right before it, so it's not bad to be a little bit higher.
Yeah, because we're coming in 08, it's pretty flat down there, about 700, 800 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry if I'm missing things. She gets a little bit. Are we talking knots or miles per hour at the moment?
Knots. Yeah.
Knots. All right. Bear with me then, because of course I'm watching my miles per hour, aren't I, again? So about 104 knots. Sorry about that. For the next week's departure, do you have the Hollywood? I do. The moon is about 23,855 miles away. Just a little bit further than our journey.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Infantile Fireman, how you doing? A little bit off the road, so adjusting. How's the flight so far? Not too bad, thank you. Not too bad.
What's the flaps thing?
Oh,
like
we're in flap. We're
speed?
definitely in flap range for now, so.
Mm.
We're doing about 104 knots. A little bit low now, so got to be careful not to stall this.
Yeah.
She will.
We need to know the stall speed in miles per hour.
Yeah, I need to write it down, don't I?
Yeah, I'm just somewhat nerve-wracking.
Yeah. I mean, I'm probably going to speed her up a little bit. How's the flight so far? It's pretty good. We were not far off the numbers, which was good. And I'm desperate for the loot. I should have definitely climbed over those fuel tanks earlier and jumped into the back. Santa
We're almost
Clarita.
there.
We're nearly there.
That's
Santa Clarita
the river.
is over our.
Yeah, that's the river. Right after those last mountain.
Yeah. Sperry did all the flying, Floydrix. Sperry did all the flying once they were at cruise. And because they were so, as you know, 30 minutes between each readings, it was pretty easy to just dive over the top, use the loo and dive back in again. Right, so a tiny little cubby hole at the back of the aircraft where the loo was based. You need a QR file. So here's Santa Clarita.
That's the
Ahead of us
river,
over, yeah, over ahead of us to our 11 o'clock is San Bernardino. There's Burbank's down near these hills, and which are very hard to come over if you want to come into the other runway. Need to get down, Alyson Johnson. It's not descending. Slim Man, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you doing? Lovely to see you. You've caught us arriving at just over Santa Clarita. Van Nuys Airport should be roughly off our nose in the distance. So she doesn't want to come down. It's about 600 feet per minute. And I'm doing about roughly 112, so that's close. I mean, they arrived approximately 6 o'clock, and we're near as damn it there. Yeah. And we left a little bit late. But at least we know next week, Captain Arash, how much time we need to do. I mean, hopefully we shouldn't need to do a lot of prep in terms of setting all the video up, so we can be ready to go. All right, on board. Yes, all good. Look at this crazy lot behind us. And now in front of me. They always overtake me for landing because I always take it easy. They're terrible. I can never sit down first and then see them landing. Devil Jude, how you doing? Runway 08. Vibe strike. Runway 08. Captain Arash, I'm roughly doing 20 degrees flaps at the moment.
Yep, check.
As I cross that lake, I'm actually going to turn out to the south, to my north. Which way am I going? South is ahead of me, so I want to go.
That would be 205.
Yeah. So I'm just flying manually at the moment.
Or 200 either.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't fancy coming in up over those runway, those mountains, not the runways.
So if you turn 200 above that lake, you will have 5 miles that direction, and then turn heading runway. Turn to runway heading. That'll be 7 miles to the runway.
Thank you for following Mikey J S75. Whiteman Field dead ahead. Indeed it is.
You can even turn before that lake if you feel comfortable.
Yeah, it should be good. Right, we're going. Heading, please.
Okay, 200 again.
Two zero zero. Okay.
We didn't sync the gyro, I think, right?
No, we didn't.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the whiskey compass.
Oh. Okay. We're flying over Alaska's house, are we?
Yeah, we are
Ah,
definitely
here's
clear of
Alaska.
this.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay,
It's
sorry.
around about just around about 200 coming up now. Just correcting a little bit back. Yeah, there's 200. There or there, as damn it. And we are currently at 3,500 feet. Hey Alaska, waving at your house. "757 Spy, good morning. You catch us just coming in to Burbank. Burbank's off to our port side. We're at 3,000 feet.
Yeah, I think I see the airport.
Yeah. We've got one before us, which is Van Nuys. Thank you for joining us, Dave. Lovely to have you with us as always.
There is a runway track. Railway track. What did I say?
Runway
Railway
track.
track.
Yeah, we're just about to cross the runway track.
Yeah. A railway.
At Northridge, yeah.
Yeah.
A railway line. So we're roughly
then,
Northridge.
There's a road. And
There's
then
Van Nuys.
that's where we should turn.
It's railway line, road, second road and turn, right?
Yes. Okay,
Got
we're just about to cross that.
That's the railway line ahead of us.
Yeah, that's right.
Flights to Joel, I used to live near here, and hello. Well, hello to you. So, change my view again. Make sure I've got it up again. So, right. Okay, we are approximate. Come on, still come down, Alyson, because we've got to follow that road. First road coming up now. And there's Van Nuys right there, and there is Burbank in the distance. Coming up on our 9 o'clock very shortly. Probably time to gear down, I should think. So it's this road coming up here we want to turn on. And we want to turn heading 080. Runway in sight.
Landing gear down and locked. I just noticed.
Yep, landing gear down and locked. As we cross Van Nuys.
We are
It's bad
doing
noise.
great. Right on the line.
Just need to elevation. I'm currently around about 2,000 feet, so I need to lose a bit more. Just chuck some flaps in just to slow us down while I lose some speed, but a bit of slip in. Okay. Okay, 1,500 feet. And a bit of speed just to make sure we don't stall. Using the flaps to speed us up and down. Well, is someone doing something? I will have a look in a bit. You've just caught me as I come into land.
Berk Panda just gifted 5 tier 1 subs.
Oh,
For the
Bok
legend.
Panda, you legend, you. "783 feet. Here's the runway. Please forgive. I just haven't done enough landings in this yet. So, Amelia had about 300 hours of flying in the Electra. I've been doing lots of steerman
Just-
flying, as you know. I'm too
Just
high.
shy
So.
of 110 miles per hour.
So I'm doing about 96, which is okay. Knots wise.
Don't want to distract you, but Colonel Fork just gifted 5 tier 1 subs.
Thank you, Colonel Fork. Thank you so much. Oh, you guys are amazing.
Speed 110.
95 true. "94 true. 92. I think I'm seeing 4 white pappies at the moment. Down to 9. Oh, big stall. Big stutter there.
Yeah, I noticed that on my side. We're almost there. Jamal just shared the 101 bits.
Oh, Jamal, you legend. Thank you.
Speed 100 miles per hour.
Okay, putting some speed in. About 978 feet, so 200 feet to go. Looks like we've got a little bit of a tiny crosswind.
Just add more. Well, it's 95, whatever the speed should be.
82, we should be good.
Coming down to 90. It's going down. 85. On my mark, 80.
Doing a bit of a float.
75. 70 and touchdown.
I don't think you can get much more
Ooh.
than that, guys. Hey? Oh, deliver got.
Nicely done.
Just gonna clear up here.
40.
Clearing up flaps as I go. Turned off a little bit too wide. Oh, crikey.
Do we need to unlock the tail?
Oh, tail wheel, of course. Tail wheel. Unlocking now. That will probably explain why I couldn't steer very well. Let's come and see these guys.
Engine. Too much power.
Yeah,
Slow down.
slowing down.
Sorry. I don't want to distract you, but I know there's a lot of things.
Yeah. No, you tell me what I'm doing wrong.
I mean, I don't want to be the backseat driver, or in this case,
No,
pilot.
you're meant to be. You're meant to be the backseat driver, right? That's the whole point of us doing this. You tell me what I'm doing it wrong. Let's just park up behind these guys. Ignore them. I'll miss that bit. Ignore that bit. And then just plonk here. And then we can apply the parking brake. Parking brake on. We can come down now. Now we're on the ground. Let's let the engine cool down a bit. And we're down. With all these wonderful, wonderful people. I doubt it. I doubt it was a butter landing back then.
No, I mean, you did it, but it was very smooth. You were nicely done.
Thank you. I was pleased with it. But Captain Wink is there. We've got a load of people here. So things happened as I landed. So we had people saying stuff. Perfect morning coffee flight.
Look at this crowd.
I know, isn't it incredible? And then we've got Bot Panda gifting 5 subs, and then we had Captain Arash gifting 5 subs, 180 in total.
No, that was Colonel Fork.
Oh, Colonel Fork. Yes, he gave 5 tier 1 subs. He's given 165 now. Wow. Incredible. Thank you all so much, everyone. So let's just have a look outside the aircraft, because we're all down, right? You've all beat me here. I can't go and do my thingy, but I will use the camera to take some pictures of everybody. Good, and it's all going to be on the wonk. You know it's on the wonk the moment I enable anything here. Wonk. Drone speed.
Can't even read the nameplates. Big crowd.
Oh, it's not going to go to camera mode. See? Is that C? Does that change anything? No. No. My thingy. What is it? Is it C? Was it C, guys?
Yeah. And the letter C just.
Let me click on here and press C. Oh! Yay! Thank you. I just want to get up in the air and see how many people we've got down here, because this is incredible. Look at you, a wonderful lot. Mrs. Jojo, Electron Volt is here. See you later, Jojo1, Echo Charlie 1, Call Me Joe, Doug McTavish, Samson Video, Whack-A-Mo, Druid Zeus, Viper Strike, Vitor Banting, Cosmo Kramer, Scorpio 49, Rad Pilot Randy, obviously Captain Arash, Sherna Krill, Dog's Breath, Skippy. I nearly said your real name then. I'm never going to say that real name, you realise that. All down here on the ground. Just want to take a picture of you all. And tarnish it. I must work out why my F-35 isn't showing. But let me just fly around here a little bit. Such a collection of aircraft. And now the speed's gone. Camera. I am no Murph when it comes to cameras, I'm afraid. There can be only one. Right. Well, what can I say? But a huge, huge thank you to you all for coming along and joining us today on our first collab flight across America. From Oakland to Burbank, recreating Amelia Earhart's first flight with the one, the only, Captain Arash. Well done. So very well done in getting us here today. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and you can go and have a wine now and and calm down after that amazing getting us. We were so close. So I imagine this is boding very well for the next few streams. So
Definitely.
shall we see who we can go and raid today? Do you know what? I think it's going to be Flock's Trot this afternoon, which I think will be incredible for him. So I would like to thank you all once again for flying along with us today, for taking your time out, all the love, the encouragement, and the support. It's just unbelievable at times. Thank you so very much. Next week we will fly from Burbank to Tucson, where one of our engines will catch fire when we refuel, and then we'll have to stay there overnight, and then we will fly from Tucson to New Orleans, which is a much longer flight. So thank you all once again. I'm going to say stay safe, stay happy. You have all of our love for all of the love you've given us today. Let's go raid Foxtrot, and we'll see you all Tuesday evening. Take care, everyone. Take care.
Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hi, Alyson. Can you still hear me?
1 second.